Greeting, Dr. Raj, the sexologist, the guru of sex from Trinidad. One of my followers asked me to speak about the mental aspect of sex, being in the physical moment, experiencing the physicality of it, but having your mind elsewhere. The body is there physically, but mentally you're outside of it, and it's like you are actually looking at what's happening, or you're having that experience from outside of your body. Now, there is a mental aspect of sex, something that is very stimulating to the human mind, something that takes you into a different realm when it comes to your sexual activities and what you're feeling for the person. Sometimes it's so strong and intense, you have an out-of-body experience. Now, these things are not simple things. It has to do with the connectivity and the chemistry between you and your partner. It has to do with the intensity of the lovemaking. It has to do with whatever is happening in the mind of the individual. The mind of both parties, the verbalization of the things that you're feeling, even the fantasies that you're talking of, regressing into the past and bringing up things from the past, no matter what it may be, but once it is sexual, even if it was traumatic then, to bring it into the realm of reality, into what you're doing at the moment. Now, I know it may sound philosophical, and sometimes it may sound as though it's all made up. It's a Nancy story. It's not really a reality, but it is very real for anyone who have experienced these things. Having said that, I am doing an extended version of this video, and it will be on my YouTube channel. But for now, I want you to understand that there is an intensity when it comes to sex between two persons, one that can transform you physically, emotionally, mentally, stimulate you in such a way that you have never been stimulated before, have you do things that you thought was impossible. That's why I tell persons at times, do not say, I will not do this and I will not do that when it comes to sex. And the reason for that, once you get into that physical action and you start enjoying the things that you're doing and you start fucking in the brain. Now remember, I told you the brain is the largest sex organ we have. We possess that organ that can do so much with our imagination, with our physical self, and also with the intensity of the feeling that we have when we're actually having sex. So once you engage the mind with your partner, and your partner is willing to experiment or say certain things or be part of the fantasy that you're having, that person will transform your mind, transform your body, and have you go into a deeper physical sense, one, a deeper mental sense, two, and have you detach yourself from what's happening, but you get in the sense of pleasure, the feelings, the everything that goes with sex. But what happens with you is that you are actually enjoying it from outside of the realm of the physical act. Now, how can you do that? It may sound impossible, but for those of us who practice it, those of us who know Tantra and Tantric sex will understand that you can do these things. You can have sex with someone without even touching them. You can have long masturbatory sessions where you take yourself and transform yourself to different realms, and you are able to experience sex at a higher point. Now, the physical aspect of sex with someone else who's attuned to your body, attuned to your chemistry, attuned to your wavelength, when it comes to the sexual part of you, it's something that is mind-blowing. A lot of persons do not understand the intensity of the mind, body, and soul when it comes to sex. Therefore, when you are able to attach yourself to someone sexually, and that person is getting that physicality from you, getting that penetration from you, you are verbalizing the things that you're doing or the things that you want done, or bringing up something from the past, or even a taboo subject that takes you into a different realm, because what it's doing, it's taking your mind, it's taking your brain into an area where it was never been before. That's why we talk about fucking the brain first. If you can actually fuck the brain, the body follows. Because the mind is so powerful that when you attach yourself to the mind of the individual, he or she feels something totally different from what is the norm. Normal sex is one thing. Normal sex, any two fools could fuck. You put a prick in a cunt and it's going to move up and down automatically. But when you get into the realm of the oral stimulation of someone, the verbal and mental stimulation of the person, whispering things into the ear of the person, licking the back of the ear, licking the neck, playing around with the mind of the individual and getting that person to transform and understand where you're coming from, it's a whole different ball game. Because now what you're actually doing is that you're getting the person into a realm of sexual experience that they have never experienced before. You have become the master to that person. That's why a lot of women like the daddy, master, babe scenario. They like you to instruct them on things. You're not there physically. You're doing it via the phone. You're doing it via a text message. But they are willing to go along with whatever instructions you are giving to them simply because you are fucking their mind. So the women out there, and some of the men out there, there's younger men out there who enjoy that from the daddy figure that they may have. And they may enjoy the physicality or the physical connection with the person from time to time. But it's not the physical connection we're talking about. We're talking about now the mental connection. The connection that you have with the person, where the person is actually feeling what you're telling them, connecting with whatever you're saying, taking their body, no matter what they may be doing, holding their penis, holding their vagina, touching their breast, whatever they may be doing, and putting themselves into the realm of whatever you tell them about. It might be something highly taboo. It might be you telling them about a rape situation or a gangbang situation or incest situation, whatever it may be. It does not matter, because what you're doing is you actually fucking the mind of the individual. So to fuck someone in their brain is something that is mind-blowing to the individual who is receiving it and to the giver, because the person who is saying it is also feeling something, and they are transforming themselves from the ordinary person that they may be to at the moment to someone that is super sexually charged. The super sexually charged person will be able to take you from one realm into another realm into another realm and have you moving around in your brain. So you're so totally fucked in your brain that the physical part of it just becomes automatic. If you are a squirter, you will squirt. If you are a gusher, you will gush. If you are someone that have these intense movement of your vagina, what we call a soup up, the vagina will be moving around, the penis will be throbbing inside of the vagina, the pussy will actually feel as though it's moving around there. So the person is actually going to feel all these different sensations. The sucking of the breast, the sucking of the tongue, the kissing, the intense kissing, the sucking of different body parts, sucking of the toes, because once the toes is close to your mouth, when you're actually penetrating, you'll suck onto the toes and the person will get that intensity transfer from the toes to the vagina, from the toes to the penis, analingus, anything that you're engaging in become intensified. Now, if you have a third party, you're enjoying a threesome, I'll tell you of something that you can do. When your penis is in the vagina, have the third party suck the clitoris of the person while you have that slow movement, not fast movement, slow movement. So from time to time, that tongue will slip from the clitoris onto your penis. Secondly, you can put yourself in such a position, and of course you have to experiment with this, where the person can go from behind, lick the anus of both of you, or lick the anus of the woman who is receiving underneath, and suck exactly where the penis meets the vagina, where it's joined together, and you will have that intensity. It will increase the intensity of whatever you're doing. So there's so many variations that you can do. You can do the triangle, where one woman is sitting on the other woman's face, you're penetrating the woman, and you're kissing the woman who is sitting on the woman's face. So you have that complete triangle. You can have a triple kiss. You can have different things that you can do. But remember, the intensity of a threesome has to do with the invitation by both of the females at the time to invite you into whatever you're doing. If it's two male and a female, there are a number of combinations you can do also. So you must be willing to experiment with these things. But let's get back to the one-on-one. The one-on-one between you and your partner. The one-on-one where you are connecting with your female partner, you the male, or the female is connecting with their male partner, but they're open enough to say anything, to do anything, to bring anything into that bedroom setting. And when I use the word bedroom, I mean loosely. It could be anywhere in the house, in the home. I don't advocate having sex in cars. Get a room. But if you're having sex in these environments and you bring different things into the scenario. We're not talking about a quickie. A quickie is something that is very satisfying at times, but we're not talking about a quickie. We're talking about that intensity of sex where you are connected with that person for half an hour, 2 hours, whatever time it may be. You're not ejaculating because you're controlling your ejaculation. The woman is having multiple orgasms. You're taking breaks and rest in between. You're engaging in the cunnilingus, the sucking, the oral part of it. So all of it encompasses the entirety of whatever you're doing. All the sexual acts are being played out, but not only in the physical realm, but the mental realm. The mental realm is what we're talking about, where you can detach yourself from your body, fall into a trance-like situation, where you're actually feeling all these things that are happening, but at the same time, you're witnessing it. You don't have your eyes open, but you're witnessing it. You don't have your other senses engaged, but you can feel, you can touch, you can smell, you can taste. You can get all these intense feelings without engaging it because it's flooding your mind, it's flooding your body. All these things are happening at the same time. That is how intense the sex can be. When you reach that realm in sexual activity with whoever your partner may be, you'll understand how strong sex can be. You can understand the intensity of sex. You'll take sex differently. You'll take the meaning of sex and sexual intercourse to a different level because you will now have an understanding, hey, sex is much more than what people make it out to be. Sex is much more than I've read in a book. Sex is much more that someone has told me. I am now experiencing something that is so intense, so far gone, that it's difficult for me to even describe it. To describe that intensity is something that you struggle with at times because you cannot really tell someone how you're feeling. Try and practice these things with your partner, your wife, your husband, whoever it may be, your lover, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Practice it, practice it, practice it, and you have the greatest sex you have ever had in your life. Look at all my videos. Use it as your sexual tools. Go on my TikTok, like all the videos. It may have 100. It may take you a week to look at it, but look at it. I like to see at least 1,000, 10,000 people looking at my TikTok videos. I like to know that someone has gone on to my YouTube and look at the videos, all the videos. Use it as an instructional guide, all the videos, to make you a better lover, to make you a better person. And you will see, if you do these things, your partner will have no need to step out of the relationship because you are giving him or her everything that they desire. I've had one person told me after listening to the Superb video, he went and had sex with his wife and told his wife, please grab onto my penis with your vagina, suck my penis with your vagina. So he started to experience what you call the Superb, and the wife was blown away by it because she did not even know she could have done that. He instructed her based on what he heard in my videos, and she was able to suck on his penis and give him that intensity. Now, I am sure after he hears this one, he's going to instruct her on the intensity of sex where you have mind-blowing sex. That is what we strive for. It doesn't mean to say you'll have sex every single day. You can have one great session every month, every 2 weeks, every week, but you will be in control of that intensity. You will be in control of that feeling. You will be the person who can actually make things happen. And we all know, when you make your wife happy, you have a happy life. When you satisfy your wife, be it for a day or two, a month, a year, or however long it may be, she's the one who is going to make sure you are a happy man. So why not give it a chance? Why not put in that intensity for however long it takes? An hour of love making, no disturbance, no phone, no nothing. It's just you and the person connecting. And remember, cell phones are no-no when you want to make love to that intensity. You don't want a phone ringing to take your mind away. You want to be able to concentrate on what's happening and the intensity of what's happening. You want to make sure that whatever you're doing is perfect for you and your partner. So, for mind-blowing sex, take my advice. Do the things that I set out in this video. Listen to all of it, please, not just a part of it and go and jump into doing it. Understand what I'm saying, and then you are going to have the greatest time of your life. Sex is going to be something that is mind-blowing, not only for you, but your partner and yourself. and you will enjoy sex to the fullest. I want to thank you for viewing this video, telling your friends about it, sharing it, liking it, subscribe, ring the bell, do whatever it takes so I will continue doing more for you. Thank you.